So let's talk about how you're going to get this done, how you're going to get this through the Congress. One of the things that you're proposing is really curtailing the deductions for state and local taxes in order to pay for some of these tax cuts so we don't go too far into the red. Already we have Mr. Roscom, who is responsible for tax policies in the subcommittee, the House Ways and Means Committee, saying, you know what, we're going to have to make some accommodations for some of the members who come from high tax states. By the way, Mr. Roscom's included in that because his own district takes something like $3.5 billion in deductions. Are you going to have to modify that?
Look, you've seen our blueprint, you've seen our plan. Our plan at this point does not allow for deductions of state and local taxes. We set out to achieve a couple main goals. Number one was lower rates for everyone. Number two was simplification. By creating simplification, we were trying to get rid of all of the loopholes and all of the deductions that mostly wealthy people use. Remember, only 25% of families in America use the itemized deductions. So when he's talking about that deduction, he's talking about 25% of families in America. He's talking about the wealthier 25% of the families that use that deduction. We spend an enormous amount of time talking about that. When you lower the rate but get rid of that deduction, for many American taxpayers, they actually end up in a better place.
Is that a red line for you?
It's not a red line for us. That is not a red line. We've told you where our red lines are. Our red lines is that the business tax rate, both on the pass-through entities and the corporate entities, cannot go higher than it is in our initial proposal, and that there has to be a tax cut for hardworking middle-income Americans. We are willing to work with the tax writers on the other dials that we have in the system.